Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Millennial Smart, and I'm back at it again with another video. If my voice sounds a little bit different, I have a bit of a cold, a bit of a fever. This is what happens when you have kids. They tend to get sick, and then they tend to make you sick because guess what? They happen to be sick. So that's the case right now. Little bit of a sore throat, but nothing to sidetrack me from the news that I read earlier. This is fan-fucking-tastic news. This guy has been a pimple of the ass of professional wrestling for over half a decade now. And I gotta say, even if he hasn't been on television for, 3 or 4 years, however long it's been, I think he made a cameo appearance for fucking Jungle Boy a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago or whatever. This is good. I don't want to see him on my television ever again. I want most wrestlers who are active like him to fucking go the way of the fucking bricks being thrown out of the goddamn window whenever it's collapsing. Please get rid of all these wrestlers. I don't want to see them in my feed anymore. I don't want to see them anywhere near professional wrestling anymore. They're fucking jokes. They're fucking clowns. They're fucking losers when it's all said and done. And mind you, they might be great people in real life. I don't know anything about this retired wrestler who we're going to talk about in a moment, who you can probably see right now if you went to the links down in the description box already. As a matter of fact, let's just say his name, Markos Stunt. So, can I just read you his posts for you? Do you mind? I got this from an article. I don't have Twitter anymore for anyone who cares, but I got this from an article. Check it out. This is what he said. To my fans, friends, and the wrestling community, all 15 of you, today, I write this with a heavy yet grateful heart as I announce my retirement from professional wrestling. This decision was not an easy one, as wrestling has been the biggest part of my life for so long, filled with moments that have shaped who I am today. It has been an incredible journey, one full of passion, sweat, tears, and unrivaled joy. Over the years, I've given my body up to professional wrestling. I obviously am not the biggest and I used that, and I allowed myself to be battered, but man, did I love it. However, after consulting with my doctor, I was advised to prioritize my long-term health and step down from in-ring competition. Oh my God. Accepting this reality has been one of the toughest moments of my career, but I know it is the right decision. He then continues on. First and foremost, I want to express my deepest gratitude to All Elite Wrestling. Thank you for giving me the chance to showcase my abilities, which I have none, and share my passion with fans around the world. Being able to wrestle on national television was a dream, and I could hardly have imagined when I first stepped into this business, and it was an AEW that made that dream come true. To everyone involved in AEW, from the production crew to the fellow wrestlers who became my family, thank you for believing in me and giving me a place to call home. I also want to thank you to Brett Lauderdale and Game Changer Wrestling, GCW. Brett, you gave me my start, and GCW became the launching pad for my career. It was where I discovered my voice, learned to embrace my uniqueness, and grew into the person and wrestler I am today. You provided me with opportunities that changed the course of my life, and for that, I will always be indebted to you. Sorry if I was reading that incorrectly at points, trying to fucking blow my nose at the same time while reading this, so I had to take my eyes off this a little bit from time to time. Bear with me, okay? I'm dying right now, but not enough to at least reflect off of this, okay? I'm feeling good enough to reflect off of this. So first and foremost, in regards to his long-term health, I hope he gets better. Whatever situation he has ongoing that got him to retire to begin with, in regards to the actual diagnosis, that sucks. And whatever he has to go through, hopefully it's not painful. Hopefully now that he's retired from professional wrestling, his health will get a hell of a lot better, and I wish him best in his future endeavors in regards to whatever he pursues in life. This has nothing to do with the man and himself, and I have no ill will towards the man and himself. I'm specifically talking about the character who is now retired and now no longer gracing us with his shittiness on television. So let's get that straight. Separating the man who is living his life to the fullest in regards to getting his life back in order in regards to his health, is completely separate from the person who has made professional wrestling that much worse with his involvement within the business. Do you guys understand that? I know we're going to get some AEW fanboys who can't decipher that because they're going to be like, are you happy that he's retired based off of his health? Nope, I'm just happy that he's retired. If that meant his health, I wish it wouldn't have came to that, nor do I want that to be the case. But hey, it happened, and now he's retired. So therefore, let's shit on him. Now, let's take away all the stuff in regards to the retirement. Let's focus more so on the people who are currently in AEW at the moment who should be retiring more often than not, right? Let's get rid of more of these bubs, okay? More of the people who are absolute jokes, more of the people like the Dork Order, for an example. I think they should be one of the people gone also. People are going to be like, Devontae, are you really going out of your way to talk about people who should be retired at the moment? Abso-fucking-lutely, you darn tootin', I'm fucking saying that right now at the moment. See, in the end of the day, I want these people to go live healthy lives. I want them to have all the money in the world. I want them to have families, all this stuff. Again, live your best life to the fullest. I just don't want you on my television. If that means giving you $1 million to live the best life that you can live outside of professional wrestling, I'm absolutely okay with that. Okay? I'm tired of these people, right? Now, it'd be one thing if most of these people, most of these characters, quote unquote, were used on television in the means to actually get over something lower card, right? Like, say for an example, I've been saying this for the longest about guys like Orange Cassidy. If his gimmick was used in a similar manner as the Scotty 2 Hottie back in 2000, where he essentially just pops the crowd, but no one takes him seriously, and he's usually used as fodder in order to get the big talent over, I'm perfectly fine with that. Markos stunt, there is a place for people like that in the wrestling business. What I don't like, in particular, for an example with people like Markos stunt, is that they overstep their boundaries. Not they themselves, but the booking that they are usually portrayed, because AEW wouldn't know fucking wrestling if it can actually be put in a paper bag and they can breathe it in like they're breathing in some fucking toxic chemicals in order to get high off of, right? Some fumes, if you will. They wouldn't know. So my thing is, why enable the behavior? Why surround Tony Khan with knucklehead characters like Markos stunt if in the end of the day, I mean, they're just going to do nothing more but then give them ideas as to be alternative from professional wrestling. Let's be counterculture from professional wrestling by professing our love for a bunch of midgets who we're going to put in place to legitimately be actual attractions, right? And then, like I said, my biggest problem at the end of the day is that you have so many people who go out of their way to say things like, oh, they're an alternative to this and then they're an alternative to that. So meaning you are actively trying to compete with the mainstream of professional wrestling, that being WWE. And I've been saying for the longest that I want that to be the case. But if your actual action is to go out there and this is your portrayal of what you are contributing to professional wrestling by suggesting that this is the alternative, then of course we're going to have a problem with that. Okay? I love professional wrestling. It's been in my blood for like almost 20 years, 30 years as a professional wrestling fan. And yes, sir, rebound. And I don't like it to be made fun of. I don't like it to be turned into a complete and utter fucking joke. The thing is, you have people who will say things like it's not that deep, it's not professional wrestling, which is usually used as a way to get around the fact that, and these are things that I like, and I don't want to really take a position in regards to the things that I like, because I know the things that I like is going to get me clowned on. So let me just kind of have a little bit of a segue, and let's hit on your character, and let's talk about that. When in reality, if I were to say something outwardly about something that they like positive, then they're going to go on a complete tirade of positivity in regards to that, but it's not deep, right? Never take these people seriously, okay? What we need to do is that we need to go out of our way to campaign for more exclusions in professional wrestling with people like Markos stunt. At this point in time, if we're going to go that way, let's take more people with us, okay? Let's get rid of more of these jokes because they have no place being in professional wrestling, okay? Like they said, let's take out Abaddon. I seen this one tweet. Let's take out Abaddon. Let's take out Dalton Castle. Let's take out Orange Cassidy, all right? I see, well, not even the dinosaur. I don't really hate him all too much because at least he now attempted to start a bit of a character development with Christian. He was no longer focusing on the stupid shit. Let's get rid of more of these cringe characters who are not really producing anything, okay? Let's get rid of the losers like the people in the Undisputed Kingdom who have legitimately nothing going on in professional wrestling but to just stand around looking like goose, making a complete mockery of the business, right? Let's get rid of some more of these dorks. Like I said, the Dork Order. Get rid of that. What about Action Andretti? What is he doing right now? Get rid of all these losers. If their primary function isn't to actively be jobbers and not jobber to the stars, because I feel like AEW, they have like this hard stance that they can't decipher what is jobbers and what is jobber to the stars. Sometimes they might act like a real professional wrestling company and they might actually produce some jobbers, but 9 times out of 10, what they consider jobbers or jobber to the stars are exactly the same thing. You don't need the Dork Order to go out there to have a 6-man tag match lasting over 10 minutes. To even put them on that kind of pedestal means that, well, they're jobber to the stars. No, they're jobbers, they're jokes, they're clowns, they're geezers, they're losers, they're dorks, they're horrible people. I hate them. I hate their character, I hate their family, everything about them. These are jokes people. I know people are going to take it out of context because that's what they do in order to deflect from the conversation. These people need to go away, okay? Take the wayward son route and go jump off a cliff. All your characters in Minecraft, do all of that, okay? All of that. They're all bums in the end of the day. And what we need to do is start replacing some of, not even just the midgets. Notice, I'm not just saying the midgets, right? There are a bigger offense because they're midgets, on top of the fact that they have these ongoing character flaws that are affecting the company at the moment. So they kind of exasperate the situation. But I'm not specifically talking about the midgets, right? I'm talking about the people who have no characters, or their characters are being complete and utter jokes, being taken seriously like an Orange Cassidy at the moment. It doesn't matter who you are. If you don't benefit AEW in a contributive manner in regards to what you bring to the table in that position and said circumstance, that you need to be the fuck out of the way, sir. Get the fuck out of the way, sir. No more of this. Your company right now is flailing desperately. Their arms all up in the air like inflatable tube men. All right, you got everybody else within your company consistently asking or getting into arguments with wrestling fans, asking, well, why do you care so much? Because I still want your company to do great. I just don't care about you. Do you not understand this? It's not why do you care so much? It's like, no, I do. I care about AEW. It's you who I don't care about, and I want you out of the company as quickly as humanly possible. But these are their jobs, Devontae. I never said that I didn't want them gone completely as far as being out of the company in itself. Or maybe I did say that. Let me take that back. You could be a trainer. You could be a producer. Maybe not a producer. You could be a trainer. You could do anything actively within the company. You could sell popcorn, okay? You can go be a fucking guy that flips signs on the side of the road to attract people to come to the building. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Just don't be on television. And I said producer at first, but there's a reason why I awkwardly paused like that, because I don't want you being producers also, because that means you're going to actually try to stage how the match is supposed to go and stage the story for the match in itself also. No, none of that stuff should be, none of it should be happening at the moment. Just don't do anything that's related to the product in itself. Go sell some popcorn in the stands. I will like relish on my mustard and on top of my ketchup on top of my hot dog. You know, the same way that how you used to get paid on the indies. You're used to this already. But no, this is a benefit, all right? Don't let anyone tell you anything else differently. Don't let anyone try to clown you. Don't let anyone try to manipulate you with that dog shit argument of, are you happy that a wrestler is out of the business? No, it's not me. You know, that's the person who played the character, who's seen that it wasn't working, who actively continued on that same trajectory, who made that decision. That would be on the company who put them in that position, who didn't decide to pay them, who decided to fire them after not actively pushing them in the correct manner. If WWE has to get shit for this, then absolutely AEW. And mind you, it's not as if I'm suggesting AEW fired him. Actually, I think they did fire him, didn't they? Actually, let me look that up real quick before I bounce. I know he retired now, but did AEW fire him originally? Markos Stunt. Hang on, you little biatch. Stunt. Okay, let's see. I'm curious. Oh God, we share a birthday? Good God almighty, kill me now. Fuck, where's my rope at? Where's my goddamn rope at? Let's see. I wonder, did they fire him initially? Or did he, let me see, Stunt was released from AEW in June of 2022. Okay, cool. So they did release him at first. So at least they actually understood also. But they brought him back in 2024, if for nothing else, just to participate in the Jack Perry stunt. But like I said, it's a step in the right direction as far as him retiring. And, just more wrestlers need to do the exact same thing. Get the fuck out of the business. You don't deserve to be in the business. Just go put my fries in the bag with salt and ketchup packets and, throw in a freebie for me also for giving you this advice. I feel no sorrow. I feel no guilt. I feel no sadness. I feel nothing but shame and contempt for the wrestling fans who have come into the business along with these lame-ass wrestlers to boost them up on a platform that has completely destroyed that brand as being a true alternative that we can rely on whenever WWE does their boring-ass, stupid-ass, lame-ass, fucking garbage-ass content from time to time. I'm happy. Again, like I said, make this a pattern of behavior, put people in the right spots, and hopefully, just hopefully, maybe we can get to a position where maybe professional wrestling just does a tad bit better knowing that these people are nowhere around the goddamn industry. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below while I'm actively passing out at the moment, trying to gas for air while my nose are plugged up completely. Sorry, died for a second there. I'm back alive. Let me know your comments down in the comment section below in regards to whose superstar that you would like to see retire next. Don't be shy. Don't let the AEW fans push you away from talking about these kinds of things, because you know why? At the end of the day, none of these wrestlers pay your goddamn bills. None of these wrestlers know whether or not you're breathing. If you have a kid, they don't know that they're tucked in. They haven't paid anything in regards to your gas bill. All you care about as far as the transaction is the reaction. Okay? That being what you, as a paying customer for whatever cable network you're paying for or whatever subscription platform that you're paying off of, is getting in return. And if they're not doing that, I say, well, that's not my fault. You had a job to do and you didn't do it correctly. So that's on you. Okay? Okay. My name is Devontae, aka Millennial Smark, and it's time for me to go pick up some tea and some aroma. Lots and lots of aroma and some soup. And I'm going to go lay my bitch ass down. If anything were to pop up later on today, I'll actively keep a keen eye on it, and hopefully it'll get me through this horrible, horrible, horrible illness. With that being said, piss on my grave. Deuces and a P eyes.